In a world where performance meets perfection and speed becomes a form of art, the legend of Bugatti continues to evolve. And now, in 2026, the Chiron Super Sport has returned, not just as a hypercar, but as an icon reborn, re-engineered, and redesigned for a new generation of dreamers, collectors, and adrenaline seekers. The name alone, Chiron Super Sport, carries the weight of history. Named after the legendary racing driver Louis Chiron, this beast is the spiritual successor to the Veyron Super Sport, a machine that once held the title of the world's fastest production car. But this isn't just about speed records. 2026 Chiron Super Sport is about redefining what it means to command the road and to bend the laws of physics in your favor. At first glance, the 2026 Chiron Super Sport doesn't shout. It whispers power with confidence. Its design is a study in aerodynamic precision. The body is sculpted with wind tunnel honed curves, carbon fiber flowing like silk over a frame that seems to be pulled forward by invisible forces. The long tail, the signature feature of the Super Sport, returns with enhanced refinement, extending the rear for improved airflow, downforce, and top speed stability. The front fascia is equally aggressive, with a quad LED headlight design that stares down the road like a predator locked on its prey. A massive horseshoe grille breathes life into the engine, flanked by massive air intakes that feed the monstrous heart within. And that heart, oh, that engine, lurking beneath the rear deck lies the crown jewel, an 8.0 liter quad turbocharged W16 engine. Evolved, refined, and now even more furious. In the 2026 model, Bugatti engineers have pushed it to new extremes, producing an astronomical 1,650 horsepower. The result? A 0 to 60 mph time that's nearly incomprehensible, just 2.2 seconds. And it doesn't stop there. The Super Sport surges forward, reaching 124 mph in under 6 seconds. And if the road is long enough and the stars align, it can break the 300 mph barrier once again. But raw speed isn't the only story here. The 2026 Chiron Super Sport introduces a new era of control and composure at mind-bending velocity. A reworked 7-speed dual-clutch transmission shifts with surgical precision. Revised suspension geometry and adaptive dampers provide comfort at low speeds and razor-sharp response when the pace picks up. Active aerodynamics adjust in real time, giving the car a chameleon-like ability to morph between cruising elegance and track-borne fury. The wheels are forged masterpieces, lightweight, strong, and wrapped in specially developed Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires, rated for sustained high-speed performance. Each tire is tested on a spin rig capable of simulating speeds over 300 mm. Why? Because at this level, every detail matters. One mistake at 300 mm isn't just a mishap, it's a catastrophe. Bugatti understands this, and they've engineered the Chiron Super Sport with nothing short of obsession. Inside is a different world, a realm where luxury and technology exist in perfect harmony. The cabin isn't cluttered with flashy screens or gimmicks. It's a refined cockpit, trimmed in the finest leather, carbon fiber, and aluminum. The minimalist design speaks to the driver's focus. Every control is within reach. Every material feels like it belongs in a multi-million-dollar work of art. Even the speedometer goes all the way to 500 km/h, not for show, but because the Chiron Super Sport can reach speeds where most cars only dream. But perhaps what's most impressive is how usable it is. This isn't a race car with license plates. It's a road-going grand tour that just happens to obliterate speed records. You could, in theory, drive it across countries in comfort. The ride quality is sublime, the cabin quiet when you want it to be, and the handling forgiving until you unleash the full fury of the engine. Only a few will ever experience this masterpiece firsthand. Production is limited, with each unit hand-built at Bugatti's Molsheim atelier in France. And customization? It's infinite. Clients can select from an almost endless array of colors, materials, and finishes. One exposed carbon fiber in royal, blue with orange leather stitching to match your racing yacht, Bugatti will make it happen. Each Chiron Super Sport becomes a reflection of its owner's vision and a rolling expression of engineering excellence. And let's talk about the price. Starting north of $4 million, the 2026 Chiron Super Sport isn't just a purchase, it's an investment in the rarest kind of automotive prestige. It's a statement that money isn't the only thing you have. Taste, legacy, and an appreciation for the pinnacle of human engineering are part of the equation too. But here's the thing, the Chiron Super Sport isn't competing with other cars. It's competing with the very idea of limitation, speed, beauty, comfort, control. Bugatti didn't choose between them. They combined them into one awe-inspiring package. And while many manufacturers chase trends, electric, autonomous, simplified, Bugatti remains defiantly focused on the thrill of combustion, the thrill of connection between man and machine. The 2026 Chiron Super Sport may be one of the last great hypercars of the internal combustion era. And if it is, what a way to say goodbye. Yet even with this nostalgic aura, it doesn't feel like a relic. It feels like the future, just one. Rooted in passion, not software updates. The exhaust note alone, a deep thunderous roar that rises into a hurricane howl, is enough to stir the soul of any car lover. It's not just loud, it's musical, mechanical, pure, everything about a Chiron Super Sport feels deliberate. The weight distribution, the throttle response, the way the brakes, carbon ceramic and massive in size, clamp down with urgency but without harshness. This is not a machine built to just dazzle. It's built to dominate. Bugatti's attention to detail borders on the obsessive. Even the key fob feels like a jewel. The stitching pattern on the seats mirrors the airflow lines of the body. The engine cover, a sculpted masterpiece in carbon fiber and aluminum. And when you step out, doors lifting gently, engine ticking as it cools, you don't just walk away from a car. You walk away from a moment, an experience, a memory burned into your soul. There are cars that excite, cars that inspire. And then there's the 2026 Bugatti Chiron Super Sport, a vehicle that transcends every category and lives in a realm of its own. It doesn't follow trends, it sets them. It doesn't obey the rules, it rewrites them. In the years to come, when the world looks back at the combustion era and asks what machine best represented the ultimate potential of fuel, fire, and engineering, the answer will echo through time. The Chiron Super Sport. Not just a car, a monument to speed, a celebration of craftsmanship, a final symphony of unfiltered mechanical glory. This is what dreams are made of.